Hey there guys, and welcome back. On this week's show, we're going to run through my top 10 list for making your small shop a little more user-friendly and a lot neater in the end. So sit back and let's enjoy my top 10.
Number 10.
Okay, and sitting in at number 10 today, we have wood racks. A lot of guys in their shop have their wood or their stock just lying all over. It's in every corner, it's stacked up over here, it's piled up over there, it's leaning up behind this, over beside that. And for me, in a small shop, that sort of thing doesn't work. This pile of rubble doesn't do anybody any good. It's just, it wastes a lot of time, trying to find the stock that you need. But a well-organized wood rack makes it quick and easy to find the stock that you need for certain projects, and as well, it's a lot safer. You don't have wood tumbling down onto your feet and whatnot. So, wood racks at number 10.
Number 9.
Alright, in my shop, there is a lot of offcuts that come out from different model builds or different projects or whatnot. So coming in at number 9 is this. I got a little cardboard bin, it's for scrap. And those scrap cuts get thrown into there as opposed to having them lie around all over your shop. And when the bin gets full, I sit down for half an hour and I sort through it and decide what is a usable cut and what is an unusable cut. If it's unusable, it gets thrown into a pile for kindling. If it is a usable piece, it gets sorted by species like this and put in this little rack, which actually is underneath one of my tool stands. Better space utilization, and at a glance, I can look in the end of that rack and I can see if there's a 3/4 piece of oak or a 1/2 inch or what have you, and I can pull out and use up some of those scraps instead of burning up the stock that I paid my hard-earned money for. So at number 9, we're looking at scrap bins.
Number 8.
Okay then, sliding right in there at number 8, for me anyway, for a happy organized shop, is the utilization of wall space. I mean, look around your shop. How much bare space do you have on your walls? My shop is only 12 feet by 24 feet, so space is at a premium. So I use everything I can, including the wall space. Everything from clamp racks to shelving units to, laying out squares and things on the wall. Wall space is utilized. So very important, coming in at number 8, is utilize your wall space to its full potential.
Number 7.
Okay, and here we are at number 7. And I hate this stuff. However, it's useful. Pegboard. In number 7, we're talking pegboard. But the problem with pegboard is that every shop has it. Every shop slaps up a 4x8 sheet, and every shop slaps everything under the sun onto that pegboard. Don't do that. The reason that pegboard hits in at number 7 is because it's important to organize your pegboard and only place tools on it that are frequently used. If there are other tools there that can be placed into a toolbox or a tool chest or whatever, that better serves the purpose. And you can minimize the size of your pegboards. I used to have one whole wall of nothing but pegboard, and all it did was collect garbage, useless tools. Now I have the tools on there that I use most often, and really the ones that I have up there, I could probably get rid of half of those. Things like pliers, screwdrivers of different types, tape measures, that sort of thing. That's the sort of thing you should be storing on your pegboard. I mean, to have, Uncle Joe's 80-year-old hammer there that you haven't used in 45 years because for 35 years it was buried in a field somewhere, get rid of it. Get it off your pegboard. So there you have it at number 7, pegboard organization.
Number 6.
At number 6 comes shelving and shelving dividers. It may seem like a no-brainer, but when it comes to shelf organization, we really don't have a clue as woodworkers. We slap up that MDF shelf or whatever, and all it does is become a junkyard for all the rest of the crap that we had no clue what to do with. That, my friends, doesn't work. That's why number 6 is important, in that use some dividers. Divide that space up so that you're not running into this avalanche of crap falling all over your shelf. Place your lesser used tools up onto the shelf and divide them with some of the dividers. I made a video on it there a few months back. Check it out. Divide those shelves and make them better for what it is that you want to put on them. Divide your manuals, divide your books. Make sure that everything has a place and that everything is put in that place. Don't just slap up shelves and then try to fill them. Put up a shelf and have a purpose in mind for that shelf and utilize that purpose to its full potential. So at number 6, shelving, shelving dividers, and shelving organization.
Number 5.
At number 5 is ceiling storage and high shelves. You can see up behind me here that I utilize a lot of the space that's much higher than normal. Things that go up on those shelves are not used on a day-to-day basis, but with a little mini footstool, I can easily access them and they're not taking up precious space down here in the work area. I have an 8-foot ceiling, so it's not completely out of my reach, but things like a jigsaw that you wouldn't use very often, circular saws that you may not use very often, certain types of nails, jars of old hardware, that sort of thing. They're stored on shelves way up at the ceiling level, way out of the way, and whenever I want them, they're still accessible. I can still get at them quite easily, but they're not taking up some of this precious space down here, which for me, in a 12 by 24 shop, as I said before, space is at a premium. I really don't need to be wasting it with stuff that I might use once every 8 to 10 months. So there you go, ceiling storage and utilizing the upper end of your shop walls.
Number 4.
Number 4, tool stands and tool stations. I don't mean that you need to have a certain work area or work zone for every type of work. What I mean is to organize your tools in such a fashion that like tools are with like tools. Like in the case of this. Here I've got all of my cordless drills and my corded drills. Everything from my old Makita up to my newer DeWalt. Hammer drills, drywall gun, 3/8 drills. The chargers and the batteries are up top along with certain drill bits and chuck keys and what have you. Everything is together in that workstation. A router table may be just a simple router table, but really it's a workstation. It's where you keep your router bits, your handheld routers, and a well organized and well laid out router table can really serve its purpose for organizing your shop and make it more user-friendly. A sharpening station, that sort of thing. A scrolling station, a drilling station. That sort of organization and thought process go hand in hand to making your shop a usable place and an enjoyable place, and in essence a safer place because you're not moving around so much searching for stuff and tripping over things trying to find what it is that you wanted to work with. So there you have it, tool stands and workstations. Think them out and your shop will be a happier place.
Number 3.
Coming in at number 3, guys, is something that a lot of people don't take too seriously, but it's housekeeping. And if you're gonna put the extra time and effort into making your woodworking look professional, then why would you not take the extra time and effort and make your shop look professional? clean as you go. Don't wait till you have 50 pounds of sawdust and scrap wood on the ground before you sweep it up and before you throw it out. Don't wait till you have a trip hazard or until you get hurt to clean your shop. It shouldn't take 3 days to clean your shop. At the end of every day, it should take 10 minutes. This thing right here, this isn't just for your ex-wife to fly around on. This, my man, is for cleaning the shop floor. And it does a great job, believe it or not. Give it a try, guys, at number 3, housekeeping.
Number 2.
Going hand in hand with number 3 and flying in, hopefully not on that broom. I get the feeling I'm gonna get in trouble for that comment. But anyway, coming in at number 2 is tool chests and cabinets. It goes hand in hand with housekeeping, guys, that a place for everything and everything in its place. If you have your tools just tossed around and, unorganized, it takes time away from the woodworking that you love to do. If you know where your stuff is, cleanup takes seconds because there isn't a time that you ever have to think about where something goes. It becomes automatic, it becomes second nature. You're done with that tool, you place it back where it goes. And everything from wooden cabinets like this one here that I made to, your commercially available tool chests like this one here, everything can be organized and put in a place. And basically you have to think of your priority as to what you want in that chest and what it is that you want to use that chest for. And bottom line, when it comes to tool chests and organization, you want to be sure that it's being utilized for tools that you use on a regular basis, or maybe specialty tools that you want to protect, as in the case of my measuring instruments. So guys, at number 2, let's not get any more broom jokes going on here because my wife watches these videos and I'm gonna get in trouble. But at number 2, tool chests and tool cabinets.
Number 1.
And here we are at number 1. Number 1 thing to make your shop, as far as I'm concerned, a more user-friendly and a cleaner working space is none other than our old friend DC, otherwise known as dust collection. Guys, whether you're using a standalone unit or built into the walls, whether you're using 4-inch intake, whether you're using an airborne collector, regardless of what you're doing, make your lungs happier, make your shop happier, get yourself some form of dust collection. It will really help you out when it comes to house cleaning. There'll be a lot less dust around, and really, it's a must, guys. It's one of those things that, for me with a small shop, I have one unit that has a 4-inch, 10-foot length hose on it, and I remove that and put it on my bandsaw, and then I take it off of that and I put it onto my table saw, and I take it off of that and I put it onto my jointer, or I use it at the lathe to pick up the dust when sanding, whatnot. It may sound like a pain in the butt, but it's worth it in the end to keep that crap out of here. So, and as far as the airborne collector goes, I have a great one in the ceiling of my shop. It's been said that in order to clean a shop's air correctly, your unit must be able to exchange the air of your entire shop 6 times an hour. Mine, with the CFM of mine, it does it 13 times an hour. But when in the dust collection mode or thinking about dust collection, remember guys, please, a dirty filter does nothing. And if that filter is dirty, then there's no air intake, which means it's not filtering anything because no air can be pulled through there to filter. So keep an eye on your filters, keep them clean, and you will have no problems with your dust collection. So at number 1, dust collection. And there you have it. Top 10 list of things to make your shop a little more user-friendly and a lot cleaner, a lot better organized. If I was gonna add one more thing, you know what I'd add? Some kick-ass tunes. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week with another woodworking video.